some reason, now that we're back and the video is not frozen, let's continue without touching. You can see that I've been joined. Where is it? Here, I've been joined by a little furry guy.
Yeah. He's got a contagious excitement. Did he pick that up from you, Matt, or you pick it up from him?
I don't know about that. Did you? Was the dog here when you came?
You bet.
Yeah. I could not remember.
He likes biting stuff, and he would eat up everything to the point that he would eat up a lot of stuff, which would get him into trouble and have him operated. I remember all of that.
Yeah, but he's calming down. 3-year-old now, and I guess it's better and better. We still need to have a leash and stuff outside, but he's a bit less crazy.
We can analyze hyperactivity for kids in humans, not so for dogs, but it can be applicable.
Actually, the animal doctor, I guess, said that the dog was suffering from this kind of issues, but for animals, high anxiety and high. It's a crazy puppy for sure.
I love to see all that excitement around. How have you been quarantining? This is not new for you, working out from home, but 100% the whole world going work from home mode. This is crazy.
Definitely obviously the most important thing is health. Health for people. The fact that we have to stay at home. Obviously, for me, I've been home office for about 13 years. So I'm like, for me, it's exactly the same, except that for us at home right now, I work from home. But health is definitely the most important, and making sure that people just meet when it's needed. Like even this morning, we had the delivery of a package, and the guy was giving the package from far away. All the things are changing so importantly, and even if people want to go out because at some point it may be boring. Well, there's a big stake here. There's a life at stakes. So definitely need to be careful. How is it for you?
Yes, we are doing well. Yeah, we are working from home. For me and Savitri, nothing has changed. I've never done so much work from home. But for the kids, it's different, isn't it? For the kids, we are lucky. There's a little play area, like your garden. There's a little bit of a garden. The kids can run around, and there have been a lot of animals coming by. The birds have just gotten louder, I feel, and small cats, they keep coming into our garden, and we have fun. Lucky to have this set up around here.
Definitely, good to enjoy a little bit more nature. I've been reading some analysis that pollution was indeed impacted by this lockdown in a good sense. Then what I feel is really important is health first, then economy. In France, job laws and everything are done makes things okay from an unemployment point of view. But I'm hearing that in many countries, including France in the US, it's pretty tough right now. People like us working in high tech, it doesn't change a lot. But a lot of people who work in hotels or tourism and stuff, it's really, really bad. So that's the second wave, I guess, not the pandemic wave, but the second crisis that we'll all need to take care of, because thousands, millions, sometimes millions in the US, millions of people being unemployed is something we need to take care of. It's not their fault. We need to help them.
Totally. It's very scary to think down that road. And ask me, I am now subcontracted in the exact travel and hospitality vertical, right? So when that business slows down, it's going to roll back, and even in tech, it's going to affect jobs. So not trying to think of that, trying to stay focused, and keeping business as usual is tough from home infrastructure. We don't have the high-speed Wi-Fi and things that you don't even worry about at office, do you? Everybody suddenly at the drop of a hat had to go home, and it causes security concerns. Without getting into too much details, hackers and sophisticated people have been very active. So it's taking down tech companies on top of the COVID attackers. So it's a crazy time. A lot of dynamic incident management and a lot of things are happening. I'm lucky in a way that I'm not in IT who's having to really secure systems. I saw a meme somewhere that it's not the CMO or the chief IT officer who brought about digital transformation. It's COVID, right?
Actually, our CMO Saul Schwartz posted about that. What brought digital transformation? CEO, CTO, or COVID? Scary and bad, but that's the reality. Most companies understood that we need to let people be digital, like really using their computer in a modern manner, because of this threat right now. But luckily, and that's hopefully gives me pleasure to work as usual. What we do at DMC is actually to provide infrastructure, actually software infrastructure, to help companies manage the crisis, like making sure that all these people working from home have access to their environment, and they can be helped with remote control and everything, with their home laptop or work laptop at home. So we're definitely doing everything we can, including giving free offers of our products, so that people can continue to work and continue to make business. Because the worst thing again that could happen after the health crisis would be a real big, huge economical crisis, bigger than, what do you call that? Is that Big Depression? In 1929.
Great Depression. The Great Depression. Yeah.
So let's do everything we can in our small bubble, I guess, to avoid that.
Yes. Totally. Thanks for bringing in that perspective, because that was one of my thoughts. What happens when people just start supporting business from their personal devices? BYOD. Okay, we've been talking about it, and it's easier said than done. And but then, drop of a hat, everything changes overnight. You're 100% BYOD company, and you haven't thought about that. And what do you do to reduce the vulnerabilities? Because you suddenly open up so many possibilities, and keep on business as usual to the maximum that you can. It's another thing why we have data security policies, but in certain verticals like BFSI, for example, banking.
What's that?
The banking and banking and financial services. They have got strict data security policies for a reason, but this is across verticals. Either if you have to keep your lights turned on, you have to go 100% remote, and so I guess nobody was prepared. And
Yeah, for sure. For our customers that I interact often with, actually, the people I interact with from our customers are all these digital people. People who use the online community. They are online people by nature. So they did not suffer that much from this work style change. But I know even internally that the people who were used to go to the office every day are kind of lost initially. They need to change. They need to fully change their work style.
Yeah. So, I can tell from experience. In your mind, you still, even if you're logging in from your personal device, you still operate within the confines of like your corporate security IT. You change your habits and you align to your usual. You give up some of your freedoms, I would say, put it that way. So to confine yourself to how you would operate your devices from office, I guess that's it changes a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely. I see that for many people. To be really honest, I'm actually uncomfortable when I go to offices. Like it's a new workspace for me. Real offices. Like I never go to offices. I'm like either working from home or connecting remotely with you guys in India, with a lot of people in EMEA, with a lot of people in the US. But then I go to meetings in offices, and that's it. I am not used anymore to work in offices.
But you started taking a new route by the sea, I saw.
You need to explain that a little bit better. What is that?
Yeah, you started. Was it this year or last year? You started biking to office, and you had some ocean pictures in your feed.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not here. That's in the summer. In the summer, indeed. Sometimes I work from home. Sometimes I work from a place, like a co-working location.
Co-working.
Yeah, that was like 1 or 2 kilometers away, and I just take a bike to go there. Yeah, that's changing.
Yeah.
Bored. We don't get creative. Like right now, I'm on iPhone. Months ago, I was on Android. I force myself to change, to learn from everybody, because otherwise I would be your system board guy who always stays at home and doesn't think stuff. He's an Android guru or an iOS guru, and I try to avoid that.
Yeah, but the real you is actually extremely social. You like shaking hands, right? The actual physical, the reason we started doing video conferences at a time when it was not really a mandate, was because you wanted that one-to-one connect.
Honestly, from a work style point of view, what I hate the most is sending a ticket. Like requesting somebody to do something. It can be an email, it can be a Jira ticket, whatever. I don't care about that technology. But this is boring. This is not an exciting collaboration. This is just telling somebody do that. That's not what I enjoy. I definitely enjoy way a lot more co-creating with people, bringing up an idea. ID, my ID being corrected by somebody else, because yeah, could be improved, and then yeah, we do it together. That's and nothing beats real interactions or webcam interactions for that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And it helps because you're in that time zone when it's not crazy for India. You're not in the American time zone. For us, it's great. And you are friends with Americans as well because, you're sitting right in the middle.
Yeah, and I guess yeah, everybody has struggles with time zone. Like you guys in India, I could not do that. Begin to work usually quite late, and then work quite late in the morning, I guess, or something, and then very late in the evening. That's not how I could manage my family life. Whereas right now, I work with a lot of you guys in India, then in EMEA, and then all the way to 6 p.m. or so, 7 these days, in the US, and then I'm done. But then in the US, it's another struggle. I report to Mark. Yeah, you still remember Mark Fries? He begins to work very early each day, very early. And I guess his routine is around that. Yeah. But I could not do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me at 6 a.m. On a webcam. And I see him very often at that time. Very authentic. Like, nobody has a tie and only official conversation. But we connect as human beings and make a better world.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's not the right time to ask that question, is it? I was about to ask you when's your next trip to India planned? But it's good to plan now.
Let's think about the before. The before scenario was like, I would go to India, what's called in Q1. So it's April, May, June. So I was planning to go to, it was not sure yet, Bengaluru or Pune. In these months, and obviously everything's on pause right now. I was also planning to go to the US quickly after because of a projects that I can't comment on right now because it's public.
Yes,
it's a live public stream right now. But yeah, a huge project going on involving a great social business agency in the US. So yeah,
awesome.
All things are on pause, and we're working remotely very efficiently. But dude, you bet I'd prefer spending time with you guys, playing, laughing, drinking.
Yeah.
I'm talking coffee and orange juice, right?
Yeah. Anything that gets your creative juices flowing.
So yeah.
And you never.
Go ahead.
And do you have any virtual user groups in mind? Remember our 10 user groups on Google Hangouts, the 10 user limit? You should plan something like that.
So those things usually currently happen behind the scenes, like and you're talking pure business, right? You're talking business on BMC communities. Okay, so those things usually happen behind the scene. We do not fully foster that or organize that and then invite people. But yeah, for sure, people connect to make things better. With my big project going on, that's something that I'll have. I'll do, of course. I'll do to make sure I can connect with these top customers and partners and BMCers on the community to get their live feedback.
Right. So the big talk right now is what's post-COVID, apart from the economy taking a downturn and things we don't have under control. What change or processes change or work styles change post-COVID? Because a lot of it is going to be rewritten. Business or global shutdowns. So a lot of that is going to be rewritten.
I was listening recently.
I worry about, yeah.
Recently, I saw a documentary around Las Vegas with casinos shutting down, and the guy at the casino was saying, well, there was no procedure to shut down the casino. The casino is by default open 24/7 all year long, so there was not even a procedure for that. And not that I want your procedures to shut down casinos and stuff, but it forces people to rethink the way they do business, and being able to be resilient in complex situations will be even more important. Yeah, working when things are easy, everybody can do it. Working and being productive when things are complex, that's where the real talents are exposed.
Yes, and as we speak, a possible vaccine is being tried at the Oxford University. A couple of tests are being done, and the next days we have to see how the results come out. It's really some hope there.
And I guess again, from let's change all the rules talk point of view. Currently, vaccines need to be 6, 12, 8 months. Need to have this really long and complex procedure to be really approved. And I guess it's for good reasons, right? It's to make sure that they're safe. So are we going to find a balance so that we can have some vaccines going out quicker, so that for the next flu season, I guess, we can all be a little bit more protected around COVID. That could be great.
Yeah, I was hearing it normally takes a minimum of 18 months, close to 2 years. And for this, they're going to really rush, because they are very certain, because it worked for Ebola and MERS, which is very similar to COVID. And they are very confident by September they should have something. We should have something in our hands.
With I guess let's have the scientific talk now. 2 ways to go out of a pandemic. One way is having a vaccine, and then it's like nobody cares. We're done with it. This takes time. We don't know yet. We hope it's going to be quick and stuff. The other one is herd immunity. Herd immunity. Scientists usually say at Pasteur, for example, in France, that it's usually between 60 and 70% of people who have been infected with symptoms or not symptoms, but a lot of asymptomatic people, 60 to 17%, then the spread stops. So 60 to 70%, we have data points in France that only 6% of people have been infected by now. And we have more than 28,000 deaths with COVID already, 28,000 deaths, and it's only because of 6% of the population being infected. So we are very far from herd immunity. So that's why the lockdown needs to stay a bit. And our lifestyle is not gonna go back to normal.
No.
Yeah, any soon.
No, we don't learn, do we? Humans. We don't learn.
I'm not sure if it's we don't learn. Am I hearing from you that
we don't need as much as we think we do? we can certainly live without cigarettes and alcohol for a good period of time. So, and car smoke. Humans can breathe oxygen and live a great life. Yeah. So COVID has shown us that. So I'm really hopeful that more and more people understand. But like you mentioned a couple of minutes back, that unfortunately too many people after this is over are going to rush back, and you'll see factories chugging out smoke and pumping out water to the oceans. And so.
And let's go back to positive mode. First, the funny thing, the funny story. You may be familiar with Dior or Guerlain or all these, your LVMH group, your old Porsche perfume. In France, they may still produce perfume, I don't even know, but they produce a lot of sanitizers gel right now. So in this management, it goes to pharmacies first, so that it protects the most important people. And at the pharmacy, the guy was showing to me Guerlain, really expensive brand for perfume, sanitizer gel. So those things make me hopeful, because many businesses, big ones like this group, or many small ones, have been reinventing themselves, have been really showing empathy, and created new ways. For example, a respiratory device. Decathlon. Decathlon, sport brand created in France. There used to be this snorkeling mask that Decathlon fully removed from their shops, and obviously the shops were closed, fully removed from the shops. Then they posted the 3D plans of the things publicly on the internet, so that people could mass produce very cheap respiratory mask out of that. It's not a protection mask, a respiratory device. So right now there are devices created by with this Decathlon thing, 10 times cheaper than an official respiratory device. So it scales things up a lot, and it saves people's life. So many businesses work for free, I guess, right now. Helping others makes me really confident too.
Oh yes. So a funny thing in Italy, somebody pointed me that Ferrari's producing ventilators and Gucci's producing face masks.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, when we fight sickness, we do it in style. That's what the meme said.
Yeah, and the thing you said earlier on with cigarettes in France, and obviously restrictions and lockdowns are different in any country, but in France, the shops that were opened were first, I don't know what you call that, only the required things, and required things were pharmacies, food stores, and also what do you call that? Where they sell tobacco. So they actually kept those shops open to prevent another problem. Because in a country in France where we still have, unfortunately, a lot of smokers, and you bet we know the cancer impact of that. You cannot prevent people to eat pharmacy, to eat with food shops, and to use tobacco. You cannot do that in one day. That would create another issue.
Yeah. Speaking of decathlon, it's very popular in India, and I picked up my bike from Decathlon.
It's a brand I'm really proud of. It's actually a big group, but what Decathlon does, the way, from a pure product management standpoint, I'm really impressed. Price is really, it's like 5 times cheaper than
Adidas or Nike.
So definitely good job. And by the way, they picked up on digital a long time ago. I've got the Decathlon app on my phone for a very long time. The way you do business with them is really powered by digital platforms for a very long time. So the mindset that we see here with them exposing their 3D plans for free so that people can mass produce this respiratory device, they did that because they have the right culture.
Right. And do you think this is some kind of cultural shift which we can also see going forward? Because I remember Elon Musk opening up the Tesla patents for people to mass produce batteries. His battery patents, similar style. So now he's released all of the patents so people can mass produce batteries, which causes more sustainable electricity options. So do you see this could be a trend going forward?
So, sorry, I'm not sure I was familiar with the story you just explained here. What's happening with Tesla and batteries? Can you say that again?
Yeah, so Elon Musk just released, just like Decathlon, he released his patents and made the theory behind his batteries and all the blueprint available
I didn't know that.
Anybody to. Yeah.
I didn't know that. And I'm more and more, by the way, open source kind of this community mindset, right? People not working in secrets behind VPNs, but people sharing and working together for a better world. And the fact that you work in kind of public actually helps trolls to be shut down. So it's very important. So if all the big brands, by the way, and I'm talking GAFA, for example, all big brands can use their power to really help a better world without controlling. By the way, you want to see, maybe you did not see that. Did you see my T-shirt?
control. That's what it reads, right? That's a Mike. Yeah, that's a community manager. My community. What's that? Community roundtable. Yeah.
The community roundtable. Control is for amateurs. Yeah. So that's really what I would like to see. And we see that obviously with Gucci or LVMH, Guerlain, Dior, and Tesla, as I just heard. Yeah. A lot of good brands take the right decisions, and you know, are here for a reason, not to make money, but to create a better world.
Yeah. I'm aware of Amway, because of my parents' association, create sanitizers in a matter of 48 hours and donate like truckloads of sanitizer to a local hospital. Just like it was not there on their offering at all, so they just did it. So more and more brands come out, and more and more engineering houses offering to do ventilators. At least I know in India. Don't know if they're in production. So yeah, the whole world is stepping up, and there's this sense of unity and empathy which is unseen before. That's also true. That's true. Yeah.
And again, that's a culture, not your technical nerd thing. Example here, we've been talking about mostly technical things here, but pizza places that obviously do not have clients anymore. Now many of them produce pizzas and give them for free to health workers, so that it brightens their day. And it's definitely about culture. Yeah, you can be a good person, a good citizen. It doesn't depend on your country, specific job, religion, or something. Yeah, we can all help each other.
Yeah, true.
And then obviously we need community managers to help that your growth. But hey,
to make that viral.
Yeah, all these initiatives need to come from people who have an idea. Ideas are, good ideas are hard to pick. So let's use everybody's brain to get good ideas.
And pick up the good ideas and weed the bad ones. That's also very important.
Yeah, I've been thinking quite a lot about that. Sometimes it's healthy to have competitive ideas to address different problems. For a given strategic goal, having several options, several tactics to fix that, and then the best one wins. But allowing several tactics to happen, several options to be tested, is sometimes good. And then when an idea doesn't make it, it's time to shut it down, and then I guess reroute all the forces to the best ideas.
I was talking from the purely the admin standpoint of fighting rogue community people, And post-COVID, nothing stops the world. And I'd like to do that small circuit around the lower river, and that basilica we have to go to. Was that church or basilica?
Say that again.
In the main town square. Would you call that a church or a basilica?
In Orléans?
The main big one.
Orléans is a cathedral.
Yeah.
You bet it is.
It's a cathedral. I missed that.
And it's a cathedral that actually looks a bit like Notre Dame in Paris. So recently I've been posting a picture of Orléans Cathedral, where we still have the, what do you call that, the spire, I believe, the big thing that burned for Notre Dame in Paris. So I was like, okay, can you guess why we still have that? And people would not recognize that it's the Cathedral of Orleans and not the Cathedral of Paris.
Yeah. It's as big. It's almost as big, isn't it? It's almost as big.
It's impressive. It's both of them are so big that it's actually hard to assess the size like that. I truly believe that Notre Dame is way bigger. Notre Dame in Paris is way bigger. But actually, I was looking at a documentary yesterday evening about Notre Dame and all the cathedrals, and then the Renaissance time. And by the way, it's good to talk about Renaissance when talking about COVID, what ages. So what was really interesting is that documentary, in German, by the way, but obviously translated in French for me. Good luck. Way easier. So they were saying that all these cathedrals are actually Gothic. Do you call that Gothic cathedrals? At the time, they were not called Gothic. But when the Renaissance happened, with
this will truly be another Renaissance.
Yeah,